So, no, I wouldn't say I have a passion for HR.
Welcome back to Human Resources for the People. It's a human capital revolution. Today we're going to be talking about the free speech lawsuit in Las Vegas. This has a lot of implications because it's fighting some laws that are across the country and affect many different industries and many different unions in those industries. So we'll break down the law, we'll break down the history here in Las Vegas, and we'll go over what the current status is. So the Clark County School District and the union representing the educators in the school district are still working on a contract agreement for their collective bargaining agreement, right? And so they're working together to come to a conclusion. And the district has approved 2 union contracts for support and admin staff in the last month, but they're still negotiating with the Education Association. Both the Education Association and the school district are accusing each other of unreasonable demands. The superintendent, Dr. Jesus Hara, has been accused of refusing to pay educators what they deserve. And the union has been accused of bad faith obstructionist tactics in negotiations. The union's looking for a 10% salary increase this year and then 8% next year, a higher contribution to health insurance deductibles, and a pay increase in Title I schools. Right now, they're making about 50,000 per year on average, or for a starting salary. So you're looking at them moving to 55 and then roughly 58 or 59. And they're apparently about $250 million apart in negotiations. Dr. Hara wrote a letter. In the letter that you can see here, it discusses that they declared an impasse in the negotiations. The district didn't take the decision lightly. And apparently, according to him, CCSD, the school district, offered 9% salary increase in the first year, 2% in the second year, and $10,000 in incentives and special education in hard to fill positions. And the according to Dr. Hara, the labor union never moved on their demands. He called them unaffordable and inequitable and left many on a salary schedule inequitably to continue working for wages. He highlights then that there have been 11 negotiation sessions, which apparently Nevada state law only requires 4. And Dr. Hara invited them to get the raises that they quote unquote deserve. Where it gets a little bit messy is that there have been teacher sickouts in the Clark County School District. The Clark County Education Association denies that there have been sickouts at all, but the Clark County School District received a photo that had rolling school out, selective engagement, one trustee district at a time, and a teacher wearing a CCEA T-shirt, which that indicates Clark County Education Association. The Clark County School District used this photo to seek a restraining order to stop the sickouts from continuing that were allegedly occurring in Clark County schools. When approached with respect to the sickouts at Gibson Elementary in Las Vegas, the CCEA said, "We have no knowledge of what you're inquiring about, nor is it what you are describing associated in any way with CCEA actions now or in the future." But the Clark County Education Association is saying that the district's lawsuit violated Nevada's anti-SLAPP law, which the SLAPP law is strategic lawsuits against public participation. Nevada's anti-SLAPP law is in place to protect individuals and entities from meritless lawsuits intended to stifle their exercise of free speech or participations in matters of public concern. It's codified under the Nevada Revised Statutes under Chapter 41.660. These statutes outline the procedures and protections afforded to defendants who are facing lawsuits that aim to stifle their freedom of speech or participation in matters of public importance. The law allows defendants to file a special motion to dismiss a lawsuit that they believe is an attempt to silence their speech or public participation. In effect, the Education Association is alleging that the school district is penalizing them for their free speech for these alleged sickouts that are allegedly occurring based on this photo. The school district claims that it's a meritorious action whose primary purpose was to prevent an unlawful strike from commencing and continuing. Further, the court has already found that an illegal strike has commenced and enjoined the defendants from continuing the same. Furthermore, the school district lawyers wrote, for these reasons, defendants cannot meet their burden to show that the action is primarily based on their good faith communications. What's been covered on here, but is important to understand, is that Nevada law generally prohibits public employees, especially those in essential services, from going on strike. Strikes by essential public employees can disrupt critical public services and may pose a significant risk to public safety and health. Teachers in Nevada have the right to engage in collective bargaining and negotiate employment terms, but negotiations typically do not extend to the right to strike. And public employees who engage in strikes in violation of state law may face disciplinary action, including the possibility of losing their jobs or other legal consequences. So you can see that this is a very important case, because in one situation you're having the school district argue that the employment education association is violating state law by encouraging these, but on the other side, the Education Association is arguing that their lawsuit is anti-SLAPP. It is a strategic lawsuit against public participation. That the labor union was effectively advocating for themselves and conducting free speech. Let me know where you fall on this argument down below. Should public employees have the right to strike? Should Nevada's laws with respect to this be overturned? And let me know what you think in the comments down below. Like, share, and subscribe, and we'll see you on the next video. Bye, guys.